Hello everyone, this is the first development log for the Instructables competition I just entered. I will be designing and prototyping a flower, a mechanically actuated flower that is sensitive to sunlight and opens at a certain intensity. It will be a pin or collar bar, and it will be stylish, hopefully. I'm hoping it's kind of a conversation piece and less of a gimmick or a I don't want it to look nerdy. I want it to look like sleek. So the final one will probably be printed out of brass PLA or something, or gold PLA. So let's work through the iterations. This is just of one piece. I started out wanting to make this, my webcam is not very good at focusing, but I started out trying to make this print in place. So this has little joints inside, and I was hoping that since the final one is going to be about 3 times smaller than this, that I could print it in place so I wouldn't have to use, M1 screws and stuff. But that's the world that I'm in. These are both part of a failed, actually, all 3 of these are part of the first print of my first design with scoops. And these scoops, I kept perfecting them, and I finally got to a design that worked. These scoops hold these little tiny ball joints and will allow the pedals, so this will rotate, and when this pushes up against the pedals it will open and push the pedals out, and then when it rotates away from the pedals it will close all the pedals. There are 3 pedals because this is based off a trillium flower. Beautiful plant. There are a lot of them where I live. And then this piece is a piece I just finished designing. It's like a hinge piece that holds all the flower petals, and you can see this has a bearing in it, and this is going to go at the bottom and rotate independently of that so that the petals open. Like this goes independently of that so that the hinge stays stationary. But that's where I'm at in my progress. I may or may not put a little bit of CAD in the next part of this video. Okay, so hello everybody and welcome to the CAD section of this explanation. Not very in depth, but it's the first one, so I'm hoping this will become somewhat of a product that I can at least sell to my family and friends, not for money, just we live in an area where we get very little sunlight, so I'm hoping that this will help people get sunlight. This one's a different color, don't mind it. It's just because it allows me to kind of like prototype what I want it to look like. But the little hinge piece I showed you, this is the how the petals will attach to it. If I get rid of the petals here, you can see the ball joints and rods I was talking about. This is what the scoops look like. I've finally gotten the shape correct with all the bevels and everything. This is where the bearing goes. There is there's a rod that goes through the center here, and then there will be a small stepper motor or 2-phase motor of some kind that doesn't require a circuit board, that I can run off a small button-sized coin battery. Some kind of photo cell or something like that here, and then I'm hoping that I can make it function in some kind of way with hardware programming, essentially. And that is my demo.